Let's do it.
What's up, everybody? Pinche, Ben, and Jimmy. Welcome to another episode of the Cast&Blast podcast. Man, we're just going to chop it up with you guys today. We've been really busy, and we're still tweaking the audio and video. Man, it's been this long. This is our 13th episode.
13th episode.
And we are still messing with different camera angles and trying to bring you guys break it up, you know what I mean? And at the same time, we're working on trying to fine-tune the audio, fine-tune the video, and just make sure that our quality is good for you guys. Make sure you can hear us clearly.
We're trying to figure out how to do a podcast.
We're still trying to figure out how to do a podcast. Man, this is not easy. Who said being a podcast host would be easy? I don't know.
Be a podcaster, they say.
Yeah, so, man, so you guys got to understand something. We are not YouTubers. We are not radio personalities by no means. No. We're just having fun with you guys. I hope you're enjoying following us along and enjoying this journey with us. Along with that journey is us starting a business together. So we've been doing this podcast as long as we've been doing business together.
Yeah. January? But
January, we started this year, 2023. And, with that comes a lot of paperwork, a lot of, legal stuff that we had to get in order. Jimmy and I are both veterans, so we wanted to make sure we registered as a veteran-owned small business, and we got that done. We have a CPA that's working with us, a veteran CPA. That's awesome. She knows the deal, so she's helping us out. Shout out Vicky for helping us out.
Huge help out.
So, man, I mean, having that alone and that much work putting into starting a business definitely has us tied up with that, and we get that going, and then we focus on other stuff. We have a website we're managing, cast&blastoutfitters.com. If you guys want to support this podcast, man, go to our website, get some merch, and also follow us on all social media, man. Post your pictures, live in the Cast&Blast lifestyle, put them on our post directly to our page. We just want to see you out there. And if you got some of our merch and you want to throw that in the pictures, man, we'll send you an actual discount code on your next purchase. So remember, we like to recognize all our followers on our social media. That's why our slogan is be recognized. You see it there on Jimmy's sleeve. We recognize all those that are representing us, and we want to represent you. So
we may throw a freebie in there, a sticker, a koozie, who knows what it might be.
Yeah, so we first off, we like to honor all our guests with a free gift when they purchase from us, because you're supporting a small business, you're supporting a veteran-owned small business, and it goes so far, man. I mean, we really appreciate your support. So we like to do things that other businesses aren't doing for us as consumers, and stuff like in small things, right? It's the details. We focus on the details.
That's what we talk about constantly. It's like, what other details can we put together to make this a better package still, a better
experience for the customer and all that stuff. And that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about today, is like the entrepreneurism, bringing, not only are we doing things from our hands to yours, but we're trying to make it an experience. We build relationships with our followers, with our community, with our customers, and it means a lot to us when you're supporting us. So we want it to mean a lot to you, and we do handwritten notes to our customers.
Yeah, sure.
A thank you note. We try to throw in a free decal or a gift, a koozie, whatever it is. With every customer that shops from our website. This weekend we're doing our first booth.
I'm super pumped about that. I'm like really excited. I want to see I want to see the booth set up, in the format it's going to be in. And think about the hours that we spent just not learning how to do it, but we tried to optimize it and make it the best that it could be. And
it may not be the best booth that's out there. So first off, we're going to be out at Belton Market Days, Belton, Texas, the heart of Texas. April 15th, this Saturday. The weather's going to be beautiful, guys.
Perfect.
We were worried about it because we had some storms scheduled to roll through. All that cleared out. It's going to be the perfect day to take your family out and support all those small businesses out there. You're going to be lined up. All the downtown streets of Belton are going to be filled with some booths, and there's going to be people out there selling their products. And Cast&Blast Outfitters is going to be the first time for us, one, to set up a booth, period.
Yeah.
Two, to be at Belton Market Day. So we're super excited about that.
So like you said, our booth may not be the most extravagant and beautiful. Which it very well may be, because I think
we've put a lot of thought into it.
We've done a damn good job of putting together what I think is
to the best of our ability, to the best of the products that we're trying to showcase. And man, we are really bringing the kitchen sink with us.
We're gonna have the best looking first timer booth. I guarantee you that.
So 100%. Check it out, man. We're gonna have Puro Mezquite. That's gonna be the showcase. We're bringing out High Heat Outdoors Puro Mezquite camo to Central Texas, probably for the first time, man. We're bringing that camo out, showcasing that. Those are unique camo designs made by Delvis Cortez. Big part of our success, and we're so glad to have them on our team.
It's not only a very cool looking camo, it's super functional too. So I'm really excited to see people's views and opinions and thoughts on what they say about it. And
and it's something that we wear in the field. It's something that we stand behind all the products that we sell.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean by that? It's been tested. It's been we are actually using these products where we enjoy them. We like the uniqueness of them. Mm-hmm. Everything that we resell is, I say, it's something that is unique in some form or fashion.
Yep.
You got to think, the Puro Mezquite is a camo design that was designed, here in Texas, for those here in Texas. We're going to be branching out with those designs.
Some and regional type things.
The vision is to get and do regional camos. And what do we mean by that? Well, you got the big names, right? Mossy Oak and Real Tree and all that stuff. And they're doing great camos. But, I mean, you got maple leaves and pines and all that stuff. And that might be great in some of those woods. But here in Texas, you know, it looks a little different. And you got a little bit of different terrain in different regions of Texas. And for that reason, we're going to be traveling to those regions, taking some pictures, hunting, getting out there, and looking at what kind of camo designs we can create to bring you something that actually kind of matches the terrain and the foliage.
And it could be somewhere between the realism of a photogenic looking camo to maybe a mixture of the digital type with that, a merge or something. Whatever works best. I mean, it'll be field tested. We'll get proofs. We'll field test it and see what.
Yeah, maybe we'll post some pictures on you guys, and you guys can tell us. Yeah, we want to see more of that. We've already designed a specific niche to South Texas, and kind of nailed that in. And now we're kind of reaching out to different regions and playing with different designs, and we're having fun with that. We're also collaborating with other affiliates that are super excited about supporting Puro Mezquite, and how we can collaborate with them to get some products on the table for them too. Some of the other products we're going to be selling is line cutters, man. Line cutters, Vance and Cullen and Darren, man, those guys have been an absolute lifesaver to us as mentors in the business, as just friends, you know, and supporters of a small business like us, giving a veteran-owned business like us a chance.
So it's tough to be an entrepreneur and have those lessons learned the hard way, right? So if you got some folks that have been through it before and they've kind of learned some of those lessons, and if they're willing to share that with you, like some of these, you know, other small business owners that we talk to and network with, man, that is such a...
And who better than someone who's actually been on the Shark Tank, has been able to, you know, the grind, like they know the grind. They're a small business themselves, and they're in like 14 different countries. You're talking about being up at all kinds of time zones, interacting with different countries and vendors and all that stuff. I got nothing but respect for those folks.
Any advice that they give us is invaluable. Just
sit there on the edges of our chairs and listen. So, I mean, I'm super excited to be a proud vendor of line cutters. We're going to be having some of those. Some of them are personalized with, you know, we have our product line with Puro Pinche Cast&Blast. We're going to be selling some of that there. We're going to have Bird Down brand, Ultimate Shotgun Rest, and that's a product that, again, is most
super
of these
unique,
super unique,
one of a kind,
promoting safety. You know, firearm safety, and not resting your rifle or your shotgun up on the, you know, edge of your bed and having some kind of accident to happen because it's not properly stored, right? So this is going to be something we bring to the table that's different. We're going to have the Dove Cord, also made in Texas, just another product that our local guys that are, you know, collaborating with us, reaching out to us, letting us, you know.
Once again, super unique, one of a kind.
Yeah, absolutely. The Dove Cord is a tether that you can tote your dove during dove season. It's got 15 tethers, keeps you within your legal limit, and it's absolute effective in South Texas or Texas.
It keeps them out of the hot sack.
You put them in that hot pouch, man, and that game starts to spoil on a hot day. And you got fire ants and all those things that take into consideration. This will keep that free, keeps your birds hanging. You can tether them to a tree, a fence, some barbed wire, keep them up.
Your vest, whatever it is.
And what's great about it, man, is it's a shit talking bragging rights.
If you see a full string or you got 2 hanging from it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, if my string is full and you're still trying to limit out and you've gone through 2 boxes of shells, you're on the struggle bus.
It happens, though.
And it happens, man. The dove hunting is so fun, man, and we love to be part of that community. Mojo Outdoor is another product that we were proud vendors of, selling the Mojo products, the decoys and the dove flickers and the we're going to be adding some duck decoys to our product line eventually. Coda Lures is going to be bringing us some jigs.
That's going to be. I'm pumped about that whole display. It's going to look pretty cool.
Their jigs are top notch with trailers. And speaking of trailers, RPG baits, RPG custom baits. We're going to be bringing some of those out there, having those on display for you guys to go check out, man. So, man, needless to say, you need to get out to the Belton Market Days. Come by and say what's up to Pinche Ben and Jimmy, man. We're going to be out there working our tails off.
We'll be there from 9 to 4.
Trying to earn your business. So come out there, say what's up.
We'll have cold water for you, maybe a cold beer.
Yeah, we'll never
try
know.
We'll see.
Try it, see if we can slip that through. But definitely going to be a handshake and a smile welcoming you guys to the booth. So come check us out. And if you can't make it to the booth and you want to support us, go to the website, castandblastoutfitters.com. Speaking of outfitting, man, we're still out there getting after it. We got a hunter we got a group of hunters.
Yeah, well, 3. It was 3. No, 2 from Minnesota, 2 from Texas.
2 from Minnesota, 2 from Texas. Yep. This was a veteran family. They booked a hunt with us. We got so explain, like in Minnesota, like here in Texas, hog hunting is kind of like you can do it anywhere.
Yeah, hog hunting's probably kind of dime a dozen, sure. Right? I mean, you can.
But someone traveling from Minnesota, that's almost like really a bucket cool, list
right?
or something.
Yeah,
right?
I mean that's like I don't know what is comparable for us to shoot. Us here in Texas to shoot
pheasants or
pheasant
but,
or.
There's different
maybe
kinds.
A wolf. We'll say like we don't. I mean, we get
a red stag,
a red something, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool and unique for them. So to come all the way down and he said, "Hey man, I really want to do a cool pig hunt," and he said, "Hey, we want the full experience."
Yeah. So
and luckily I say luckily, unluckily, we'll put it that way. But it had rained for a week straight.
The weather here had been sloshy.
It was so muddy. We couldn't drive out there anyway.
Yeah, there wasn't no driving. It was all gonna pound we told them bring some muck boots.
yeah, we're gonna be putting some ground under.
And we were literally knee deep in
mud. Yeah.
And,
so we did. They got the full experience.
They got to go out there. We did some spot and stalk. They did some thermal hunts at night, and they were able to walk home.
Yeah, I got a nice boar.
It felt so good to see those guys. Fill the cooler.
The smile on his face in the picture.
Priceless.
Like, oh man, it hit me.
Man, to see them though working on, like, it was a family.
Yeah.
And all of them had their hands in there, cleaning,
working together,
yeah.
communicating well with doing it too.
You could see them going like, "Hey, this is what I plan on doing with this portion of the meat, and this and that," and that's what it's about, man. Getting out there as a family, as a group of friends, hunting together. Being able to do it. Now they're talking about coming back and doing some more hunting with us.
They said doing it an annual event.
Annual thing.
They want to get with us, do an annual thing. And
so that means we're doing something right, putting people on experiences.
Feels good. We've got a lot of feedback with that from, different folks that have come out and hunted with us and said, hey, you guys are fun. They're just like, hey, you guys are fun to hunt with. We like the way you hunt. We like your style. We like
and we can do it all, man.
attitudes.
If you want to get out there and hunt in a feeder, hunting in a blind over a feeder, we can make that happen. If you want to get out there and pound the dirt and actually get close to them, that's what Jimmy's expertise will get you.
It makes it fun.
And man,
get that heart rate going.
He's definitely changed hunting for me, and he's changing hunting for a lot of people. And it's nothing new. It's the old fashioned way of
yeah, there's nothing new. There's no like new school, nothing, and nothing to brag about. It's it's what you said. It's kind of the old style of hunting.
It really is, and it's you could say it's almost the more primitive way to get on them, especially bow hunters. You know what I mean? You got to get close to them. You got to get out there close and personal.
They can be argumentative too when you say bow hunters. I do shoot compound, but a lot of archery guys will say, "Oh, well, if you shoot compound, then it's not." You know, that's like if you don't have a traditional bow, but
man, that's what's great about us as outfitters, man, is we're gonna treat everyone the same. And what do we mean by that? Like whether you got a 6.5 Creedmoor or you got the old, they had a lever action 30-30 with a nice scope mounted on
tactical, like he had the tactical lever action.
And I'm talking about
thermal,
like
he had rails on it.
Isn't that what he landed with?
No. I think they he had an AR-10
10 platform. Yeah. That's right, man. And again, it whether you're out there with a recurve or a longbow or
you're gonna get 100% of everything we have.
That's right.
We're gonna make it as fun as we can. I think
that's what's fun about guiding is again, we're new to that, right? And doing that together. We're new at putting this business together and drawing in the clients. But it's been fun. And
learning and stumbling along the way, but figuring out why we stumbled and how we can keep from stumbling that way again.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're going to stumble again, just don't do it the way you did that time.
Yeah. And but we're having fun, man, and we're enjoying all aspects of the Cast and Blast Outfitters.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It's been fun. It's been a grind.
We really appreciate everybody that has supported us. Like it's really heartfelt, and we really, really do thank you for all of the support and things that we've gotten from our supporters.
The emails and the messages and all that stuff, and we welcome more. Your feedback is what drives us to improve. We get very constructive criticism in the sense of like things that have helped us improve our video, audio. Like there's people out there that know what they're doing that can give us some pointers. And
Ben, we sat here for an hour before we got started. Like, all right, mic check. All right, audio's good.
Tweaking ISO. Check the video. We had no idea about.
Let's move the lights. We don't know what to do.
Lighting, apertures, and
shutter
speeds. Like all that stuff is so new to us, and we're like watching YouTube videos on how to figure it out. But we're doing it all with the intent of bringing you better content. Same thing goes with our merchandise. We take feedback on people like, hey, have you considered making this kind of a product or trying to do this kind of on this kind of fabric? And we work with all that to try to improve and bring you a product or merchandise that is for you.
Yeah, that's wanted. And
sure.
Not only, I mean, we can't fit everybody's wants.
Yeah.
But if we get the majority of folks say, hey, this would be cool, then okay, that's what we're going to do.
And if you haven't noticed by now, we've taken the signature look of the old, like I call it the OG black. It's black and white. It's bold. It pops. It can be recognized anywhere you go. It looks, I can see it. It stands out. It's kind of bold. And
you don't know. I mean, as logo gets bigger, hopefully people will look at it and say, it's Cast and Blast.
Yeah, and what our dream is, man, is to go out to the jetty somewhere or out to the lake and you see someone loading up the boat and you see them wearing a lid and a shirt and that just, and that's our vision is be like, man, we just want to show up somewhere and see somebody wearing our shirts and hats and just see that support and it can't get accomplished without putting the grind that we are putting together and trying to get the products out and get the product photos and put those on the website and organize the website to where it's optimized experience for you to make a shopping experience easy, buy now buttons and all that stuff. And
that's what's crazy.
All that
the learning
on social media, man. It's a tool for us to get the products out there, right? But it's a lot harder to do than just like, there's no easy button for anything, man.
No, and well, that's the thing is like you said, when we come together.
So what have you learned so far, us coming together as far as like what it takes to put something out there. Just on
I've learned that I didn't have a clue of what I thought that it would take. Yeah. That's what I've learned. The amount. I mean, before I didn't even know how to I could barely make a post on Facebook.
Yeah,
like I didn't even.
You weren't
know
really
what to
big
do.
on social media
No.
as far as like active on Facebook, Instagram.
No, I'm not a big social media guy,
Sure.
right? So, I mean, I think I've asked you, like, how do I take a picture to put on a Facebook post?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah.
And then into video editing, into trying to figure out cameras and audio,
and now we're doing it together. And that's one great thing about Jimmy and I is it's teamwork, man. We are constantly communicating, constantly working on things in the background. And then on top of that, we're having fun together, man. We got to go, wet some line today, and that was fun. And we talked business while we were out there at Lakeside, and we cast it out, had some good, got some bites, walked away. We didn't
get nothing. We didn't pull nothing in.
Hey, and that's cool, man. I'll share my fails as much as I'll share my wins, man.
I'm feeling today though.
And,
I'm feeling today. Just that. Well, we talked about it. That beer hate, like
you're feeling it.
Feeling it.
Yeah.
Feeling
you notice we don't have any cold beer.
Yeah, no cold beers
today. Kind of a thing for us to enjoy this podcast with a cold beer in hand, but
one too many Coors lattes yesterday,
and that's cool, man. We can adapt, right?
Yeah.
So, man, I welcome you guys to join us on Belton Days. Welcome you guys to join us on this journey as we kind of ramp up, right? We're trying to stay consistent on the time as far as letting the podcast go and putting it on there for you guys. It's tough because especially as we're prepping for these market days, we're doing all this stuff. So you guys know, like the shirts and the hats, we're making those. It's not some.
We're.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, bro.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a sweatshop in China, man.
There's not. Yep.
I don't have a.
We are the sweatshop.
We are the sweatshop, man. We're the ones that are putting this stuff, these logos, applying these logos and these designs. First off, we come up with a design and we work with our teammates and we say, hey, how are we gonna do this? And we take a picture and we make that picture turn into a logo, and then that logo art gets. We send for some transfers, and we're applying the transfers ourselves to the shirts, and we're doing everything we can to take control of our inventory, take control of the quality. Right? It's quality control, right? Because we're taking a look and being like, okay,
every single one of them gets looked at by both of us. Like, hey, does it make the cut? I think it makes the cut. You see if it makes the cut.
Yeah.
If it makes the cut.
We establish a standard, and we start to streamline the process, and we say, well, it can't just be one color. We got to do other colors. And then that creates us, we have to go and get the inventory, the stock. And
it's not free.
No, it costs money. And then we got to find a vendor, right? And we're trying to stay made in the USA. So we find someone here local that we can go and they're tangible products that we can get in our hands. And we
try to use other small businesses, support them.
We do that as well. And then, we also outsource a little stuff to, people who are already doing it, sublimation and stuff. We don't have sublimation. We don't have that ability to do that yet, or the skill set. So we outsource to the pros, right? And we have our sublimation being done by Patricia Ditto at Sticky Fish Decal Company out of Florida. She's been doing some outstanding stuff for us.
Super cool.
She's so good to work with.
So awesome.
I highly recommend if you guys are looking for someone to make you some fishing jerseys or some sublimated shirts, go to her. She's doing it for ton of small businesses here in Texas and outside of Texas, and especially in Florida. And
she's a small business herself
a veteran-owned small business. Yep. And again, we take pride in finding businesses like that and working with them, and us doing business with her helps her business, and then her putting those products in our hands helps our business. So it's kind
of symbiotic,
Yeah,
work together. It's a team thing.
It is. We can't do anything alone. I guess we could. It would just take a lot longer, right?
Well, just like, some of our other teammates, Chew and Luis, out fishing the tournament this weekend. And
got after it, man. Got on the board.
They
bagged out.
5-bag limit.
They weighed in. They were, I think, at about 100-something boats. They came in at 26, yeah. Now, to them, very competitive, very humble in the sense of, like, it's our first tournament.
Of course,
this and that.
You're fishing a tournament. You want to be number
the best.
one.
You want to be up there on the top, and
top 10,
you want to be in the money.
One.
But man, we were super proud of them, and
yeah.
we're gonna bring them on as a guest to talk about that experience, their first tournament, and all that stuff, and representing Cast&Blast Outfitters. Super proud of those guys. You guys will get a chance to meet them and their personalities on one of our podcasts coming up. Man, we're just kind of grinding, man. Just having fun doing it. And
just really looking forward to, April 15th, Belton Market Day. So really been looking forward to that.
Yes. Again, our first time doing it. So realistic expectations. We know it's going to be a lot more, shaking hands and passing out business cards and letting people and introducing people to the business as a whole.
But it's going to be fun.
And that's great. Like being in the community and just shaking hands and meeting people. And we got some people already sending us messages saying, hey, I'm going to be there. And that's cool. But it's the perfect strangers that I'm looking forward to meet. The walker bys and the first
I'm ready
time.
to hear the questions like, hey, where'd the logo come from? Hey, how did y'all, how did you two come together as a partner?
Right.
I mean, we have a long history, and
how did you
to share that with that many people that'll come by, complete stranger, like you said, it'll be cool.
Yeah. And man, it's just been today's podcast theme was basically just talking about the struggle, the grind, and the process, right? The journey. It's going to be a journey, man. And
the expectations too, like when we first, started talking about this, we're like, yeah, man, we're going to take over the world in 6 months. Yeah. We're not, right? We're not. But what it did was really humble us. And we do have a plan. We don't do anything without research and planning.
Not at all.
And we see how that does pay off to do that. So if we continue doing what we're doing and the support that we're getting and,
plans and ideas
we'll be making moves.
That's for sure. Plans and ideas we have on paper, business plan, ideas, phases, products, designs, design of a brand new product that hasn't even been introduced, and we're working on stuff like that. But it all takes capital, man, and we're
That's
building
why
that
it's
up.
so important that little support, a like, a subscribe, a follow on Facebook, hit up castandblastoutfitters.com, a t-shirt, a hat, a koozie, a simple sticker. It goes so far with us right now.
Yeah, because it's engagement and confirmation that we're doing something right. Or doing something that you are enjoying. Because, if you're doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, why do it? You know, but we feel like we're doing things differently because it's the small details, the experience, the relationships, the engagement. What other apparel company, we'll call it that, right? What other apparel company can you reach out to at any time of the day, ask them questions, get an instant response, and then come to find out that you have a lot more in common than you thought? And then I can't get that with these big box brands, and with us you can. And we really are trying to make that the staple of what Cast&Blast Outfitters
and we
is.
want to grow from more than what merch and things that we have now. Like you said, we're planning other products, we're designing more camo, we're
designing field jackets,
exactly,
weather gear, tops and bottoms, like pants and shorts, hopefully that are for the hot season, to actually getting out there and fishing and all that stuff.
We'll look like a safari guide.
Well, you got to think, there's times to wear waders, and there's times you just want to kind of get out there and
get some shorts.
Because there's saltwater fishing applications, there's freshwater fishing. You just want to get on the boat and go out there and fish. But is there something we can do to a product that is just a little different than what someone else is doing, and can we make that product more effective for what you're doing, that living the Cast&Blast lifestyle? And that's what we're working with. But these ideas will come to life when we start building the business up and those phases start to, we start to chip away at it. So,
and that's what, I mean, that's what I was going to get at too, is that, some folks have reached out and said, well, can y'all sell this and can you sell that? Well, we have a lot invested in the inventory that we have now.
Yeah.
So we have to make that capital back with the on-hand inventory so that we can, we can reinvest into, and that's where that support really, really helps us.
Yeah. And then it also goes into, we have a budget for outfitting and we have a budget for apparel, and products, and we have it allocated to where we can separate those and have a good time. And it's all business talk, man. Today is just talking business and
the entrepreneurship.
Yeah. And those of you that are out there and you're thinking about jumping into, your own business, man, we highly encourage you to do that. We love to see others succeed. As a matter of fact, we're doing our business based off of helping others and hoping that we can promote their business and work with them rather than trying to push somebody down or saying
they're not a competitor,
finding them as a threat and saying, oh, I can't support them, they're selling apparel as well. No, we want to be like, hey man, your stuff is cool, man, how can we help? And then, believe it or not, there's more of those people that want to help us.
And look at them as a teammate more than a competitor, and you help each other, and it seems thus far to work better that way.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know. I really hope that it pays off one day when we start building those relationships.
It will.
Everyone kind of comes up together. The way our concept is there's room for all of us to eat at the table, man. And we really want to see that happen with these small businesses that we're working with, and hope that everybody kind of complements each other well in this to try to go into the same direction.
Right.
And that's great. That's what I've loved about being in this industry, is that there's so many people out there doing the same kind of grind, same kind of hustle, the same kind of like competitive edge and all that stuff. They have that same drive and ambition as you do. And believe it or not, they can share things that can enlighten you on something that can help you grow, or maybe you can share some things. And we've done a lot of that.
One conversation with Mondo from
Hunt
Apparel Company. Yeah, one conversation with him, just there was so many light bulbs going off in both of our heads. Like, super smart, intelligent guy.
And there's a million ways to skin a cat when it comes to opening up a business, right?
And everybody's going to be a little different and do it a little bit different
because
too.
It's different backgrounds.
Exactly.
And it's different platforms and it's different foundations. What foundation would it be? Well, I have this business and this is what I'm good at. And you and I are both veterans, and I still work for the warfighter, and I still serve the warfighter. And what training do we have, right, that we've implemented into our everyday business right now? A lot of that.
And the communication is a big part of it too.
Yep.
And we both understand that we bring two different many different attributes, but strong attributes to the table. That if we combine with our twin powers combined, that, and if you look at that same concept with other companies and you work with them that way, then they bring something to the table for you, just like you bring something to the table for them. So it becomes a team effort rather than, that competitor trying to push somebody down.
And another thing to talk about is, like, how do you measure success, right? You could say, well, a successful business is measured off of how much capital they've gained,
right,
or how many sales, how many units have they pushed, or all that stuff. And I think you and I have talked about it since day one. It was like, our success will be measured as far as, like, are we still having fun?
Are we having fun?
Are we still having fun? Like, to me, that is what sets, like, do
I still want to do this? Is that what I want to wake up and do? Yeah.
And I'm doing what I love, and that's fishing and hunting. And I like working with people, and I like serving the community, and I like meeting people and sharing stories and sharing experiences with them where they're like, man, that was fun. And we walk away with a smile. And Jimmy and I are driving home from the field late at night. Beat down, but we're like, did you see his face? Yeah. Did you see that smile? Did you see that couple's, did you hear their feedback? Did you hear
their comments that they made? Or like some of them.
What a rewarding experience, you know?
A couple of people even gave us the the actual pat on the shoulder, the pat on the back, and said thanks. You know, that handshake where they look you in the eye and they say, "I had an amazing, great time. Thanks for what you do."
And or a generous tip and all those things, man. It goes so far. It kind of confirms that you're doing something right.
Yep.
And you know, there's a bunch of you guys out there that are fishing guides, that are hunting guides, that are charters and all that stuff. You know, and you know the grind and you know the struggle, and you know, you're putting a lot of, you know, you're putting that money in that gas tank for that boat. You're filling up that cooler with ice, and you have every intention to put that client on an experience and say, man, I'm going to get them out there, put them on some fish today and this and that. Sometimes it just don't go your way because it's called fishing, not catching. It's called hunting.
And that's hard. That's hard as a guide, though, when that happens. But I mean, if you take it serious,
but it doesn't change how much work you put in.
No, but
it doesn't change how much effort you gave. It doesn't change your attitude because you're still showing up early in the morning with a smile.
But if it doesn't go right, you can't win them all. And if it doesn't go right on that fish, you know, that trip or that hunt, it really hits hard, man. It makes you think like, man, am I doing the right thing? Do I know what I'm doing?
Then that means you're doing the right. That means you're in the right spot. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, because you care.
I think it's those that are like, hey, man, I can't.
It's a tough day, man. Sorry for you. Sorry. Don't know what to tell you.
Walk away, and that's how it is sometimes. And then that client walks away is like, gosh, I just spent a lot of money to go out there. But an experience can make up for that. A personality, I won't say makes up for it, but it helps.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, it's fishing or it's hunting, and there's no guarantees in either one.
But what can you do along the way to make it fun?
You can still have the good experience, like you said. I mean, the comic relief that we do sometimes, or the you know, the jokes that we do with folks, or
go check out our YouTube channel. You'll see some of this cutting up we do out there. We have a balance of fun and work, and I think that's important. I think that shows in everything we do.
We're serious about what we do, but there's a time where we take the seriousness out and we're like, all right, man, let's cut up and have, you know, some lame ass jokes or crazy videos or something that's fun. Cut it up.
So I'll go ahead and bring this up because we're still planning this, but with all the fun involved and all the fun that we're talking about, we're really looking forward to having fun next hunting season. And one of the things we're looking forward to doing is having our first Cast and Blast event.
Yeah.
What do we mean by that? Well, the plan is to do a dove hunt and some fishing over some ponds where we have access to, that we can invite clients out to do a fun dove hunt, which is an event that is usually one of the best social hunting experiences you can have, because it's the one kind of hunting you can actually talk shit with your friends, have a good time.
Little competition. It's easy to have competition.
Man. You can be very successful, or you can be humbled quick by how many shots you take after one tiny little bird.
And that's the thing, is a lot of it is individual, based on their ability to shoot that little bird hauling ass through the air.
Yeah, so with this Cast and Blast event, we plan to make some shirts, like a 1-box challenge. I limited out in 1 box. That's going to be a big deal, and we'll give you a free shirt, a gift for that, How about the 1 box per bird?
The 1 box per bird. and the smallest fish.
Yeah, and then we're going to have the smallest fish challenge. And so the plan is do a dove hunt from first light to about noon, and then from noon to 4 we'll
shut down the shooting.
Put down the shooting, rest all our shotguns in these beautiful shotgun rests that we're going to have on display for purchase and ready for you guys if you're
ready to go.
But we're gonna cook out. We're gonna have a good time. We'll have some music, and we're just gonna have a good time with all the clients.
Some food, some fishing.
Share some good conversation and with some good company. Hopefully, we can put you on some poppers and stuff. Some Texas Twinkies with them Dove poppers,
Twinkies
wrapped in that cream cheese and bacon wrap. I can't wait. So we'll have a little good time, and then if you haven't limited out yet, you have a chance to go back and hunt for the afternoon. So we'll go from 4 to last light.
Yep.
Make it stay within our legal limits and stay within.
And there's plenty of enough to go around.
So this place that we're planning on doing this event at, there's an abundance of birds out there. So, man, send us a message in this comment here, or comment in this video under this video if you're interested in joining us for a Cast and Blast event.
The spots are limited, and they're probably going to go out pretty quick.
They're going to go quick. And
we haven't put an exact number, but we're thinking, potentially going to
two groups of 10, maybe
2 groups of 10, topping out at 20 total people.
Just so that we can keep it safe, keep the hunters out, and give each other some space so they can have good success at getting their limit.
That's priority. We want everybody that comes out to limit out. So we got to watch those numbers, and that's.
So what do you guys think of that, man? If we can get a Cast and Blast annual event going where we're having a good time, it's kind of our thing where we're just going out there. It's a dove hunt. There's other kind of Cast and Blast we can do. We can do a duck hunt and redfish out on the coast and all that stuff. But this is a way where we can keep it contained to an area where we can set up some picnic tables and have
here in the backyard. We can really hone in and make it really cool.
Yeah, and we'll have a good time. Get on some birds. Get on some fishing. Have some good food and good company, man. I think that's going to be fun.
It's going to be a good time.
And we can do it. Maybe we'll do a couple weekends in the dove season and see how it goes, where it grows, right? Maybe
we'll see.
We can spread it out and do.
And then the cool thing that rolls right into deer season. Right after that's over, we roll right into deer season,
where most of our work happens.
Yeah, the crazy thing is it's not that far away, really, when you look at it. And,
no, I mean we're working right now at prepping the fields, prepping the feeders, moving some blinds, and getting everything ready.
We have a lot of work to get done.
So the grind never ends, but the fun never
stops.
The fun never stops either. So, man, So again, you get a little scope of what is going on with us right now. Just catching you guys up. I know this podcast wasn't like topic related.
We didn't really talk a whole lot of hunting or fishing or anything crazy like that, but we talked us.
Yeah, and this is who you grow to know, following us in this podcast. And again, we're really enjoying doing this. We're still learning. We laugh at ourselves, man. Right before we turn the cameras on, and we're like, bro, can you believe we're still tweaking these?
We're over
mics?
here like,
can you believe?
Go sit over here.
Yeah,
hey, Jimmy, sit right there. All right, let's move that
light.
Move the light. Turn that one off.
It is a constant. It's a constant battle, but
it's fun.
I mean, I think it's okay.
I feel like
the angles, the camera angles will probably get better.
I feel like, let us know if we're lying, but it seems like each time the audio gets a little better, the video may get better, the editing a little bit. Who knows?
We are not filmmakers. We are not lighting experts.
No.
We are not video editors and, post edit experts. We're doing the best we can.
I never even heard of post edit or know what that was until we started this.
What have we learned? We've learned so much.
So much.
It's been so much fun, because I think what makes it so much fun working with you is you are the kind of you're like me. We can laugh at ourselves and not take ourselves so serious that we're not having fun. If we are stumbling across our own feet.
Yeah. But we figure it out at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of most of the time.
Well, hope we're figuring it out.
I think we're doing good.
I think we hit record, right?
Hey, that wouldn't be the first time.
Man, you know how many times we've gone in this 30 minutes in and be like,
we're not recording.
So that's just the humor behind reality,
it's the reality of it.
And we're doing the best we can with what we got. Again, bear with us, because we're still fine-tuning things, and we are trying every time to bring you better content in the sense of quality of sound, quality of video. If it's too grainy, we know you're not going to watch. If it's too choppy and the sound is coming out, you're gonna turn it
too low. If it's too high, there's a lot.
And we welcome your comments, man. If there's something you see that we're doing wrong, let us know, man. We're trying to.
There are a couple people. Adam Sheets got to give you a shout out. Every time there's anything wrong, you're the first to let me know, which is cool, man. I like that. Thanks
that's what we need,
that's
man.
What we want.
Be honest. Be genuine with your comments. A review is a review. good or bad.
Doesn't hurt my feelings.
No,
I'm not even sure if I have feelings anymore.
What we want to do is we want to take your comments and your responses and apply them. Meaning that if we've had one viewer give us great feedback on the frames per second. We didn't know what that was.
Didn't even know. Like
we were videoing and we were robotically.
That was the reason we got a new camera. We're like, what are frames per second?
Oh,
all right,
our camera doesn't keep it up. We got to invest into a better camera, and we've done that. And we've got a couple cameras now, and we're still learning how to use them.
Yeah, we're trying.
We're learning how to use them, and we're trying to play with camera angles.
It's like giving a kindergarten algebra and saying, "Here, do this." That's how we are when it comes to this, and we just grinding it, learning it, research, YouTube University, Google. Between Google and YouTube, like they should pay us by now by how much we had to use them.
Yeah, Hey, how? This is something that most YouTube channels, podcast platforms, I'll say it like a podcast channel, right? Most podcasters have. This is how it works. Because we've been doing our research and we've been talking to other people who are doing it. Like, I just record and then I send it to a drive and then my editors go in and they post-edit that and we're like, what? And I just hit record, man. That goes on the drive. I got my editing team and they do the editing. They send the graphics in. They send us back and they post it for you. What? Man, this is Jimmy and I staying up late, adding graphics and putting in little, things here, trying to adjust the volume levels.
Sending pictures and videos to each other through the phone. Like, hey, what do you think about this? No, I do this. Hey, what do you think about that?
There ain't no, we have a share drive, but there ain't no send it to the drive and let our editors take it. We are the editors. There ain't no have our live producer change the camera. I'm the live producer, man. I'm changing the camera.
Pushing buttons. But you know what? I hope you
appreciate that.
You having fun though?
If you can appreciate like us trying to do it at our level.
Man, this conversation made me want a beer.
Yeah.
Like I was not feeling the beer, and now
it's beer 30.
I feel like I could I could sip on a couple beers.
Sip on a couple beers responsibly. Yeah.
Very responsibly.
Man, I'm going to cut it here. Let's just wrap it up, man. But this has been a good conversation. And it's just reality, man, behind the scenes, I guess, of what it's like, this is like, we'll call this mid-season.
Mid-season.
And we're still learning.
And we're learning that balance between editing videos, recording videos, pressing shirts, pressing hats, being in the woods, being on the water, being at the 9 to 5, doing, so we're finding
spending
that balance.
Time with family,
spending time with family,
leaving family on a holiday so we can go and put hunters on, and doing things like that. Like it's fun and challenging and it's rewarding.
So I'll tell you, Ben, since January, what are we in? April now, right?
April.
So we're mid-April, almost mid-April.
4 months, man.
Starting in January. If nobody's told you, Ben, I think you're doing a damn good job.
Thank you, bro. I just
job.
realized it sounds like it feels like it's been years.
Yeah.
But we've been doing this for 4 months.
4 months.
This ain't bad, bro.
No, you're doing good, Ben.
You're doing good, Jimmy. If nobody's telling you, I'll tell you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Hey, kudos to you for sticking around with me for this long and putting up with all this.
It's been fun, man.
We've learned a lot,
bro. Yeah.
I mean, think about that, man. When we tell you we've been researching how to turn on a camera. It's a real deal, bro.
How do you turn this thing? Fuck, I don't know. Get YouTube, man.
Yeah. Some 7-year-old kid showing us how this is how you turn this camera. These are how you optimize the setting. I'll listen to that kid
all day long. All day. Just show me how. Show me the way.
Right on, man. Hey, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, man. Today was just us talking about the reality of what it takes to kind of sustain this lifestyle of being the Cast&Blast Outfitters.
Be a podcaster.
This big corporation that we have and all the team and the people behind our big company,
I got to give a shout out to the team, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy. Hey, Also to the warehouse we have, all the inventory and all those people putting those orders out and all that stuff. By the way,
we got those robots that we got, like Amazon did. So we'll be able to cut some of those
guys
loose
are
soon.
doing all that stuff for us, man. And we have
the editing team
and the outfitters, and thankfully the outfitters bring their side-by-sides and get us, point A to point B around the field and all that stuff. So good to have all those guys.
Our camera guys that are out there in the field with us when we're out there, big shout out to them.
And our cooks, when we're out in the field camping out with the
hospitality managers and
all those guys, man. They're doing good things, man. And you guys, thank you for trusting us to earn your business.
Thanks. And a shout out to all of our sponsors.
Yeah, man. So for real, the sponsors have been trickling in. Actually flooding in. We're getting all these people sending us free gifts so that we can give out in giveaways on our podcast and stuff. So it's been fun, man.
We got a warehouse full of free gifts to give away soon.
Yeah. So, hey guys, it's a struggle, it's a grind, but we are doing it, and we're not going anywhere. We aren't. We are only getting bigger, better, stronger every day. Every day, man. We're working on something to improve, to bring you guys a better product every day, and I hope you guys are appreciating it along the way. I know we're getting a lot of feedback on the podcast, and boy, we better not miss one. And
it happens. Apologies.
I didn't know our followers were that tight on their schedule, but they'll let us know, and that's
good.
Great.
We need that. I like that.
Checks and balances.
Like it. Hold us to the,
hold us accountable and hold us our feet to the fire and stuff.
That's what I
mean. And it balances us up in the sense of like, we got to do this, but we got this going on still. So we're trying to keep it all together. Hope you guys are enjoying the content we're putting out. And hey, if there's a specific topic you want us to cover, let us know in the comments, and we'll make sure that's the very next podcast.
At some point we're gonna do a Bigfoot topic. Some point, we don't know exactly.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of people sending us messages. What about Bigfoot? You ain't talking about Bigfoot yet, and we didn't realize how big
Bigfoot is.
Well, we have an idea because we've seen the prints.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna do a Bigfoot topic.
It's gonna
At some point we're gonna do one, and
we'll show you those prints that we're talking about. So we've seen some sign.
Yeah,
and we haven't captured Bigfoot on our game cam.
No,
yet.
We don't have any trail cam pics, but
we definitely got sign out there, and maybe we can show you pictures of that, and then you be the judge. Is Bigfoot real, or is he not?
If he's real, we'll find him.
That's right. All right, man. So, hey, Pinche Ben and Jimmy signing out, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, man, this was episode 13.
13.
I would call that mid-season.
Let's call it mid-season right here. It's a deal. Mid-season.
All right, mid-season. Let's make a cutoff, and then we'll start season 2, do some changes to the scene. And
so I'm not good with math, so that means 24?
Well, we're 13.
I know, I'm joking, man.
Oh, okay. It's like, damn, you really are good at math.
Like, you dumb, dude. You dumb.
It's 25.
It's 25?
All right, man. So, hey, we signed it out. Catch you on the next one. Peace.